Shalom. This is GMS Solid Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there and spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Gone. Hey, Yaharatazah. This wind is not gonna mess up this lesson. Salakia in advance, if it will, in some cases, in some moments. But I want to touch on this topic real quick, man. Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Okay, so your mind should be in a certain way should be established in a certain way. Like, listen, whatever you lose, whatever you go through, whatever gets messed up or doesn't get the results that you would like, this place, this kingdom where we live, this is not set up to continue forever, man. Okay, this is not the place of rest. This is not the place where we will establish ourselves. Okay, this is not the place whereupon we're gonna build our kingdom. We ain't gonna build the kingdom of Yahshua on top of the kingdom of Esau. No, the kingdom of Esau has to be broken down, destroyed first, before our kingdom can be established. Okay, so concerning your mentality, concerning your mind, you should be on point with that. Okay, always knowing and realizing, like, whatever gets messed up, whatever gets fucked up, whenever you're being brought down low or things don't work out the way you want it, you have to realize, man, you keep your head up, focus on the heavenly things, and the Most High gonna guide you through the carnal things, man. The Most High is going to guide you through the worldly things, man. Okay, as long as you have your daily bread, man, as long as you are able to eat, have a roof over your head, and are able to keep going into these scriptures and study, it's all good, man. Okay, whatever you lose on this side, man, it ain't nothing, man. Okay, whatever you lose on this side is more or less gain on the other side. Okay, because the scripture says whatsoever a man loses on here, he shall reap 100-fold in the kingdom. Okay, so what should be your mentality concerning it? How should you position yourself in this world concerning losses? Okay, you should be very, very numb about it. Okay, whether it's females, whether it's a job, okay, whether it's family members, this is not the place where we're gonna have peace. This is not the place where we're gonna live lavishly and have all these riches and shit like that. Nah, man, that ain't for us. Okay, that ain't for us, man. The scripture says the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, the meek shall inherit the earth. So let me read that and then go to that scripture. Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Okay? Matthew 5 says what? Matthew 5 and 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Now, if we go into that word meek, it says what? Mildness of disposition, gentleness of spirit, meekness towards the Most High, and disposition of spirit in which we accept His dealings with us in good, and therefore without disputing or resisting. Okay, so we are not resisting the will of the Most High. You have to accept that whatsoever is brought upon you, you gotta take cheerfully, man, like the scripture says. Let me pull it. Let me bring it out, man. Let me bring it out. Sirach, chapter 2. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Because whatsoever is coming upon you, the Most High is doing his job. The Most High is performing his will. Okay? Trust the process. Trust the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the way that he is guiding you. Okay? He might put you in a certain situation, okay, and you think it's a good thing that what's going on, what is happening, but the only reason it is happening unto you is because the Most High wants you to learn from it. The Most High wants you to open your eyes and see that, hey, this ain't it. Okay? And these things have to happen too. Because why? Learning comes through falling and getting up. Learning comes through making mistakes, man. If I can use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which that's a martial arts in which I am busy. The first day that I started practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I got submitted back to back, man. And I looked at the mistakes that I made, and it made me better, man. Because why? You're going to look on how to avoid getting tapped. You're going to look on how to avoid getting submitted in this position, that position, against a stronger guy, against a flexible guy. What if someone inverts? How should you defend that? Only because these things happened unto me, I went to dig into it, and I started researching why it was happening, man. Slakia. I started researching it because it happened, and I got better from it because it happened to me. The same thing the Most High does unto you. Okay, he puts you into certain situations, he puts you into certain places for you to learn from it, for you to become a better man in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because that's what the scripture says, right? The scripture says, Zechariah 13 and 9. Zechariah chapter 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So you will be tried, man. You will go through things for the betterment of your spirit and mind and soul, that you may stand as an acceptable man in the sight of the Most High, because that's what it says again in the scripture that we was just at. That's what it says over here. Let me see. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you're going to go through things, man. You're going to be tempted. You're going to be set in front of decisions, and you might not always make the right decision, man. But the Most High, as long as he looks upon you as his son, he will correct you from that mistake that you made, man. He will show you, like, hey, I gave you two options. You chose the wrong one. Now you basically gotta sit on the blisters, man. That's a proverb in Holland. They say if you do wrong, you're gonna have to sit on the blisters. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with the mistakes that you made. Okay, that's all part of this truth, man. The Most High allows you to see and walk on how you think is fit according to the scriptures. Now, when you are his son, he will chastise you. Bastard. When you are his son, he will chastise you, man. That's why you should not despise the chastisement, which chastisement is a correction from the Most High. You should not despise it. The Most High is bringing it upon you for a reason. You didn't look good. You didn't make the right decision. Now correct your mistakes and keep it moving. Okay? This is Hebrews chapter 5. It's like Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Okay, so the fainting goes into, staying strong and dealing with the the things that are coming upon you, man. Okay, some brothers that catch hell in the beginning, they be like, why is this happening unto me? Why? I don't understand. I'm serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but why is this happening? You know, that woe is me spirit. Okay, because it might be very difficult to deal with it in the beginning. There's a picture out there on Google of a wolf, a young wolf cub, a young wolf puppy that has one arrow in his back. And that's the old you. And then he's down on the ground. But the bigger wolf, which is the older version of yourself, has a multiple arrows in his back. And he's still standing. So in due time, you learn to deal with the things that are coming upon you, man. You become a stronger version of yourself. Okay, and that's what you gotta aim towards, man. To becoming a stronger version of yourself. That's what you gotta aim towards. Okay? Hebrews 12:5, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Yeah, just take it as a man. And it's fucked up sometimes, man, believe me. You know, ever since I've been in this truth, I got chastised by the Most High multiple times. Multiple times. I don't even know how many times. Okay? But that's good. Okay? Pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai keeps you in check. Pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai directs your steps. And if a chastisement physically or mentally is necessary, hey, who are you to tell the Most High, no, that's not good? The Most High is doing it for a reason. Who are you to tell him like, nah, you shouldn't have done it like this, that, or the third? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, why, oh why? Look at me now. Nah, man. Take it, deal with it, and keep it moving. We got a job to do. We are aiming towards the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? We praying we can get the fuck up out of this bitch as soon as possible, man. Okay? Your mind should be upon the fact that here we have no continuing seed, but we seek one to come, which that's the scripture that I started this lesson off with. Okay, verse 6, Hebrews 12:6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Yeah, man, so if you are a son, okay, if you are a son of the Most High, he will chastise you. Okay, he will correct your ways. He will correct you in the path that we walk in, which is his truth. If you make mistakes, if you go off, he will check you on that. But the positive thing is that the checking is good. And if he stops checking you on your ways, on your goings, that's the moment that the Most High really ain't dealing with you no more, man. Okay, dudes that fell out of this truth, they were saying like, yeah, the moment I stopped, you know, believing in Yahweh, that's when everything started going good for me. I have a job now, I have a beautiful house. There was dudes that said these exact words that I'm saying right now. Because why? This place, this kingdom is of Satan. And if you worship him, you're going to get all these things. But if you keep walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you will get chastised, man. The Most High will keep you low and humble and meek. He will keep you in that situation, man. Okay, some brothers might have some more money, or some brothers might have, you know, some more things, whatever it is, material things or whatever. But the Most High knows which men are able to deal with it and handle the circumstances. Okay, and with all these so-called pleasurable things, with all these things, for example, just to give an example, a woman to have a wife. Some brothers have a wife, some brothers don't. Now to have a wife, okay, to have a wife, some brothers desire it, but they don't have one. Okay, some brothers don't desire a wife. They wait for the kingdom. Okay, now the brother that has a wife, he has things to deal with, man. Apostle Paul said what? Know this, that if you take a wife, you will have trouble in the flesh. That is what's going to happen. And the Most High gives unto every man what he can handle. A brother might not have a wife, but the moment he gets a wife, he falls out of this truth. Is that then a good thing to have for this brother? No. So the Most High might prevent him from that. The Most High deals with every brother individually, in his own way, for your own benefit. Now, if you can't see that, if you put your hopes and highs upon this kingdom, you're not looking for the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're not seeking the kingdom to come. Okay, and that's what you're supposed to put your mind upon, the kingdom to come. Okay. Verse 7, if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Okay, so with this truth comes chastisement, correction, and to be honest, it should be something that you pray for, man. You should pray for correction from the Lord. You should pray for the Most High. You should pray that the Most High directs your steps. Okay, now, what do you think is gonna happen if you ask the Most High to direct your steps? Okay, you're gonna get checked on the left hand and the right hand. No, don't go that way. Tuck. Hey, don't go that way. Tuck. You get beat on the side, man. Okay, whether it's physically, okay, whether brothers get on you, rebukes. Hey, it can come in all kinds of ways and forms, man. But you gotta take it and not be faint. You should not become faint. You should just aim for the prize and look towards the kingdom and pray that it comes speedily, man. So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash, the bonus to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.